Hey, it's Gary with Soccer Labs, and today I want to drop a few truth bombs on you about what's going to happen on the first day you go to tryouts or maybe to practice. You see, when your kid gets into soccer and they make it to that field and they go out there and they do their tryouts or they get to the first day of practice, they're going to look at your kid and go, you guys over there and you guys over there. They're taking the most skilled players and putting them off together, and they're taking the least skilled players and pushing them off in the other direction. And unfortunately, that's pretty much how it goes for the long term. Once you get shunted off into that weaker group, it's really hard to get up. It's really hard to move up into that more competitive group because you're just not playing competitively day in, day out. You're not practicing competitively day in, day out. So what are you supposed to do? How do you ever get from the weaker group into the more competitive group? Well, I want you to think about football, American football. And when you think about them doing strength training, they don't go out onto the field and do strength training. They go into the weight room. They go into a purpose-built strength training facility, weight room. And they get stronger, and they get stronger faster than if they were to do strength training out on the football field. It's just common sense. Well, that's what we do at Soccer Labs. When you come to our summer camp and you hit the pitch on the first day, or maybe you haven't done tryouts yet, but when you hit the pitch on the first day, you need to have your skills level up. You need to impress that coach, so when he sees what you're doing with the ball, you go off to the competitive group and you let someone else go off to the weaker group. You don't want to get stuck in that group. All right, we're going to be running 2 weeks of skills development training, 2.5 hours a day. Most kids get there a little early, most kids stay a little late, so they're getting about almost 3 hours of skills development. At the end of 2 weeks, you are going to see such a noticeable difference. This is not like any other skills camp where they just go to some field and some other coach and they just basically do the same thing that they've been doing for the last couple of years, just more of it with somewhere else with some other coach. Soccer Labs is like going into the weight room for a football team to develop their strength building, strength training type of program. We're going to take your kids' skills and just accelerate it like nothing you've ever seen. And when I talk about 2 weeks to see this type of development, what's really going to happen is after about 3 days, 3 sessions, not 3 weeks, not 3 months, not 3 years, but in 3 days, you're going to see a visible difference in the way your child plays soccer. At the end of 2 weeks, it's going to be night and day. I mean, it's not going to even be comparable. And it's not going to be one of those camps where you have to ask your kid, hey, did you learn anything? Did you have fun? I mean, well, okay, good. All right, this is a skills accelerator like you've never experienced before. A lot of the people that will come to this thing will be people that have come there before. They know what to expect. They know how effective it is. If you haven't been there before, again, this is something that you have never seen, you've never experienced, you've never had the kind of results that you're going to get from a summer camp, a 2-week summer camp at Soccer Labs. So I have it live, I have it posted now. You can sign up, you can reserve your spot. Remember, we're not a giant facility. We're only going to be doing small groups and individual type training sessions. So you've got to get in early, otherwise the spots are going to be taken up. All right, this is Gary with Soccer Labs, hoping you have a great day on the pitch and look forward to the season in the fall. But remember, you got to get your kid onto the competitive group. Competitive team, competitive group. That's the only way that they're ever going to be able to stick with that group. So I hope to see you at the 2-week summer camp, end of July, start of August. Bye now.